live. And then we refresh this so we can see you guys. Oh, I need to turn this down, but not to 0. That's good. And then we'll refresh this so we can see ourselves on Facebook. Hey, everybody. Just about ready to say hello to you. You guys can start saying hello to me in the chat, and then I'll sit down here in a moment. There I am. There's Facebook is good. YouTube is good. Karen Schmidt, good morning to ya. All right. I'm getting old. I can't sit on my knees very long. How do you sign that? I'm getting old. Yes. All right. Come on in and join us for our morning stream, our live morning stream. Of course, my name is Pastor Nathan Gruey. I'm the pastor at Zion Lutheran Church in Clark, New Jersey, and we are here with you for a few minutes to spend some time saying good morning, sharing a little bit of what worship's all about, giving some announcements, and just saying hi to one another. So that's what your job is right now. Your job is to say hello to everybody and let me know that you are here. Let everybody else know that you are here. Karen Smith says, please, you're a baby. Yeah, I don't want to know what my knees feel like when I'm not a baby anymore. But good morning, Karen. I'm glad that you are with us. Good morning to Pat Rare, who says, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Pat. It's great to have you with us. May God bless your worship on this beautiful, beautiful day. We say good morning to Lori Felter and the Felter gang, who says good morning to my Zion family. Good morning, Lori, and maybe Paige is with you, maybe Brian. Good to have you all with us today. May God bless you in worship today. Karen Schmidt says, good morning, everyone else as well. Yes, that's the important part. One of the important parts of these 15 minutes is to encourage one another and see one another, say good morning to one another. So there are plenty of people on. Only a couple people are chatting. Your pastor's telling you at least to say good morning to everybody. All you got to do is go to the chat and say good morning. It's as simple and easy as that. So say good morning to everybody, and then I'll share some announcements and other things with you in a few minutes. Let's head over to Facebook and see what's going on over here. Bob Tudor. It says Bob Tudor, Karen. So we'll say good morning to Bob and Karen Tudor. Good morning to you all watching us on Facebook. It's nice to have you guys with us as well. May God bless your worship today. As today we focus on the theme of forgiveness. And I'll talk more about that in a few minutes, but how we are forgiven children of God. And we focus that on Joseph, Old Testament character, who taught us a profound way of thinking about forgiveness. So we'll be focusing on that. I'll share a little bit more of that with you in a few minutes. We say good morning to Janet Lyman. Good morning. She says, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Janet. Nice to have you with us, our resident music extraordinaire. She will be encouraging you to sing and to respond and to participate in worship today, because that's what our church's foundation is that we sing together, we speak together, we hear together, we forgive each other, we hear the words of forgiveness together. So to be a community means that you have to respond as well. We respond to God's good gifts. So during service today, continue to sing and to respond, to read. It's much easier simply to sit back and watch the video. That's what you do when you watch TV normally. There's not too many shows other than Dora the Explorer and other movies like shows like that have you interact with them. But I want you to interact, and I want you to sing praises to God. And Janet will make sure that happens. Erica Barilla and Shirley Happel, good morning to both of you. It's great to have you guys with us today. May God bless your worship with us as we are fed God's word once again today. Let's make sure we're good on Facebook, and we are So let's start talking about, of course, you can still say hi in the chat, but let's start talking about what's going on here at Zion. All right. Well, number one, we are slowly working on what the fall plan looks like. I mentioned that to you guys last week. We have a little bit more information. Not ready to say everything yet, but we just received some new technology. And I think the new technology will be interesting to all of you. This new technology, when we get it all set up and figured out, not we, when David Erdley gets everything figured out and set up, and I'm sitting there watching him do what he does, uh, we will be able, hopefully, our plan is to live stream in person. What does that mean? So instead of recording on Wednesday and editing it all together and then putting it on, we're going to be able to push a button, and while we're worshiping here at 10 o'clock on Sunday, you are seeing the exact same thing. You're hearing the exact same thing. And the nice thing is, I'll be able to add all the lyrics to hymns, all the readings of the readings, everything you see right now. You'll be able to see all of that, but you'll be in real time. It will be really nice for you guys. It'll be really nice for the staff and the volunteers, well, let's just say it, for David, as it takes him a long time to edit and put all these services together. And so we're hoping to have that ready in the near future. I'm not going to give you a date because I'm not that confident yet. But we are working towards that, and we're really excited about what that might mean, not only for worship, but other aspects of our church that we can live stream in person anything that's going on. With that, we're hoping to also add in a number of other things into our fall schedule. We're hoping to have both services going on, 8 o'clock and 10:30 then. We're still talking about whether it's traditional or modern liturgical or both. We're working with the people who play our instruments to see if we can get some who will play for us. We are hoping to schedule a new member class to welcome new members. There's a lot of them, maybe some of you who are ready to join the church and haven't yet because we had to cancel it in the spring, or I guess no, in the fall. No, where are we? Spring? In the springtime? I don't know what season we are. I don't know. So we canceled it in the spring, and so we're hoping to have that set up for you. So there are some things we have confirmation starting here in a week or so. And so we have some things that we definitely know are going to happen. And then there are some things that we aren't 100% sure if they're going to happen, from Sunday school to in-person Bible class and other things like that. So continue to be listening. We are closer than we were last week, but we're not ready to say, hey, here's the great big plan. Other announcements, private communion is still being offered. You can let me know if you're interested in some communion. I'll be happy to set that up for you. I do ask that you call me or text me in ahead of time to schedule that, especially since we have the school going on now. It's good to have the teachers aware of who's going to be going in the building at what time, especially if it's during the week. Offerings, you can bring your offering to the Lord in many ways. You can push the donate button on our webpage. It allows you to make a secure PayPal donation. We thank you for those gifts. You can mail a check in. You can swing by and put a check in the mailbox, or you can come inside and say hi. However you bring your donation in, we are so thankful that you give to the Lord and to provide a little bit of what God has given to you back to the church, knowing that this is God's house. And the last announcement will actually come from Diane, who has been working so hard with me on signing, and we thank you for your ministry you provide. You'll notice, actually, I'll just let her share what's going on. And so everyone say hello to Diane.
Hi, everybody. So in the springtime, I made a commitment for interpreting college courses in the fall, and that means my classes are on Monday and Wednesdays. So from now on, the Wednesday night service is not going to be interpreted. And that means on YouTube, I do know they do have closed captioning. So Once that goes up live, you're going to see three dots, one, two, three, going vertical. Click on those three dots, and then a menu is going to pop up, and you should see the word captioning. It's going to be captioning, and in parentheses, English. Just hit that, and everything's going to be captioned. Of course, you're going to have all the hymn lyrics and the readings, so you'll be able to see those. But to hear pastor, that part's not going to be interpreted. So, and that's from now on. But with the good news about going live soon, we won't have to worry about that anymore either. So you'll actually see me live, both live, which is going to be great. So
Yes.
thank you
Yeah.
for letting me share that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's good to see all of you, and God bless.
Very good. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And and yeah, we're hoping that that's only going to be a couple of weeks. And so hopefully the Wednesday night services will come to an end, and then we can have everything set up live here. We say good morning to Dave Rare, who says Dave is here also. Good morning, Dave. I saw a lot of people jump in the past little few minutes. So if you haven't said hi yet, you need to say hello. Go to the chat screen and click on it, and then just say good morning, or I'm here, or whatever you want to say, so that we can acknowledge that you are with us, and that God is blessing you in worship today. And we say hello to Ashley Rumsey, who says, good morning, all. It's great to have you with us, Ashley. Thank you for joining us for worship, and along with everybody else who has been saying good morning as well. Um, I had a thing. Oh, today is a great day. One of my favorite things that ever happened inside the church is happening, and it's happening actually times two. If I had more time, I would have you guys guess what it is. But we have a baptism today. Not one baptism, but we have two baptisms. And you guys know who we are baptizing. We are baptizing Nicholas and Martin Gomez. You guys all know the Gomez family. They've been coming to church here, my goodness, 6 months, maybe even more. They're part of that group, are going to be joining the church here pretty soon. And we have the privilege and high honor of baptizing the two boys, as mom and dad have been baptized, but the boys have not. And so that's going to be a great pleasure to an honor to be able to baptize them. And so even though you're not going to be able to witness the baptism as we were showing you Wednesday's service, uh, please rejoice with me and please celebrate with me and keep these boys in your prayers today as they have a wonderful celebration day of welcoming, being welcomed into God's holy family. And of course, that comes through the wonderful gift of baptism, the baptism which we have been baptized into as well. And so please pray with us and encourage this family as they celebrate this great, great day. Good morning, Don Williams. He says, good morning, everyone. Good to have you with us, Don. Thanks for joining us a great distance away. Today is all about forgiveness. Of course, every day and every Sunday is about forgiveness, but we really zoom in on that great gift that we have received. And we have a story from the very end of Genesis, 13, 14 chapters after the story of Joseph started. And if you don't remember Joseph or what happened to Joseph, or you've never heard the name Joseph before, in my sermon, I'll be talking a little bit more about the story of Joseph and how he had every right to not give his brothers forgiveness. They did awful things to him, but he was able to forgive as we have too been forgiven. And it's a very emotional moment as the boys, his brothers thought, there's no way I'm going to be forgiven. But Joseph said, well, what you meant for evil, God meant for good, that many people may be saved. And so too, just like Joseph, so too Jesus says those same words. What you meant for evil, i.e. putting me on a cross and killing me, God meant for good. And I would forgive you your sins. It's a pretty good line. I didn't use it in my sermon on Sunday. You get an extra benefit today. I didn't think of that. But just like Joseph, so too Jesus. It's amazing what pops up in the brain when you're talking about it. Good morning to Millie. Good to hear from you, Mr. Williams. Millie and Walter, great to have you guys with us in worship. May God bless you guys as well. We are out of time, and I got to get ready for a couple baptisms. And so I will encourage you now to head to the premiere. If you don't know how to get to the premiere, talk about it in the chat. But I think everyone in here has seen this before. Go to YouTube, go to the premiere on Facebook. I'll publicize it here in about 1 minute, as well as our website. So head over to the premiere. God's blessings on your worship, and may we be filled with the words of forgiveness, the blessings of forgiveness, as we do each day in the name of